hit the button.
Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
Welcome on the Harley Design side as well.
Episode 162 of the live stream takeover. Mine's called Stress Affects Us All.
Mine's called Twilight Zone, because did you know that we've done more episodes than the Twilight Zone and Gilmore Girls? Now you
What?
do.
We've done more episodes than Gilmore Girls? That's what I'm more surprised by, because... oh, yeah, your microphone sounds like garbage. Sorry, I meant to tell you.
I'll fix that.
Okay. Thank you. That's very surprising to me, because...
there you go.
Yeah, ooh, hey.
Yeah.
All right, the dulcet tones of the magnet fog over there.
Turn this up for all of your significant others watching. How you doing?
They're going to feel that in their pants. I see you're wearing your respective your orange.
I've got my Scale Metal supplied shirt on. So
oh, nice. They supplied
it's
shirt.
very fast because it's got race car stripes there.
Whoa! All right.
They're checkered. It's the end. You finish with this on.
You made it to the end. That's what it means. Not the end of this show, though. We're still going strong. Check in. Let us know where you're watching from. And what's your favorite show that's lasted more than 162 episodes?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you all for joining.
Yeah, exactly. Josh can measure on his arms. Well, those aren't a standard square.
I thought the square was just the standard. I must have missed the memo.
No. Yeah, there is a specific square only.
Oh, wait, these are standard squares. You use metric squares.
That's correct. Well, imperial. You use imperial.
SAE, Standard Architectural Engineering. So,
are you guys still using that though?
SAE?
Do you use millimeters when you're making stuff?
It's quite the battle in our office. Like Brandon and I'm
not using those.
Like to design in metric millimeters.
Yes.
But then when I have to program a part, like on the Swiss machines, that's in inches. Granted, I could technically program in metric. It's just a different code, but still. But my tools are standard, so
Okay.
6'1".
DK let us know that we also beat Firefly by like 148 episodes. That was a good show.
I never watched it.
No?
No, never did.
Stout.
So.
It's a good show. Yes. Did Josh get into deer hunting? No, he just likes to be seen.
I just don't want to be shot while other people are. Like so.
Look at me. Yeah. I'm not a deer, I'm Josh. Then they still shoot you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, it's still pretty hairy. I think these deer are smartening up.
Yeah. Chuck's RC hello, how are you? Well, Matt, will there be a video on the new printer? Yeah, it's going to be lightly featured tomorrow on What's on the Bench.
Nice. Yeah, we'll
talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, our mail call may be a little light today, but we do have a guest joining us.
Richard,
tonight.
aka Turks and Jerps, aka Pardon My Noob, will be joining us briefly, momentarily.
Hello.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not gonna talk or ask too many questions because I'm gonna see him on Friday. So.
Oh, you're just turning right around and. That's a decent little trek, isn't it?
We're meeting kind of halfway. We're meeting.
You guys gonna go off-road your Volvos?
He doesn't. He's got a Tacoma. Thank you very much. But yes, no, not really. We're going for a little get together, a little RC adventure.
Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent. That sounds like a time.
It'll be a time.
It'll be 100%.
A time.
Times will be had.
Times will be had. Indeed.
I have a very busy weekend ahead of me as well.
You got a lot of stuff to do still.
I have a lot of stuff to do, and Nicole has a girls' trip. So.
Oh, who's going to feed the cats?
Not me, because I will be so busy.
They can feed themselves. Don't you have a robot feeding machine?
We do not have a robot feeder. They're free feeders.
Huh.
You just put food out. Yeah.
They're free range cats.
You can just pile food for them if you needed to.
What do they call grazing? They're just grazers.
Yeah, we put food
hunters.
everywhere. They just have to go.
They're
gatherers.
Yeah. TRD Adventures, thank you very much. Your manga/anime paint was absolute fire emoji.
Yes, that turned out quite well. Did you cover that last week in What's on the Bench?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Because I painted it on the weekend.
You did a reel about it.
Did I?
Yes.
No.
Yes, you did.
Pretty sure I didn't.
Okay, or you did a video about it then where you said, like, once I do this, then a trend is dead.
You need to differentiate what a video versus a still is.
Is that what it was? You didn't.
It was just a picture.
Damn it! I can just read your text and see your stupid mouth saying it. Damn it! I can see just that snarky inflection, like. Whatever.
That's true. That's all I got. That's all I got, people.
Gunner, get my meat in your mouth. Nissen, thank you very much. Hello, all. Tonight's code, #44 days. Totally enough time. Is that all there's left?
Oh, no. Do you think anybody out there wants to buy some Class 3 tickets?
Oh, boy. I'm starting to get seriously concerned about Class 2.
I'm going to get that done. That's doable. Might not be pretty.
I have trucks that are capable of being Class 2s quickly. So, holy F.
Yeah.
Oh, that is not enough time.
No. I'm starting to realize, booking a trip and going away and running a half marathon, those things are really cutting into my time. Thank you, Dana. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Dana. There's your Satisfied Jerky's Gunners website. You can go there, get 10% off your jerky orders. Satisfied Jerky. Use the code. You have to use the hashtag. Put the hashtag
is in the code.
The code. That is part of the code. Anyway,
you guys are losing class. Yes, we are.
Yeah. GC Coop 2. Thank you very much. Happy Wednesday, guys. What's the status on Josh's clay figure with belly button? Matt's running out of time.
I'm going to knock out Josh's driver figure in an afternoon.
One
afternoon. With my Sculpey.
I'm so nervous. 44 days is just... That's 30 days, basically.
Well, yeah. And factor in, working full-time jobs. It takes a lot of hours out of the day.
Got to wait for laser files that haven't been created to get cut and then sent.
Adam Tubman's got the right idea. Just forget about Class 3.
It's a possibility. It honestly is.
Who needs it?
And it will be, because I will not sacrifice Class 1 because of it.
No. Class 1 is ultimately the most important class.
If it's all I went with, that's all what would happen. That's fine.
There would be 2 trucks in my Pelican, but one might just be a fun truck.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
I have to take last year's Class 1 because it's being delivered to Chris at the event. So that
who's going to compete with it in the comp.
Yes.
Which is, I like that, actually. That's interesting because he's never driven it.
Yeah. They're just trucks. They all kind of drive alike.
Exactly the same. Bring the rippers. Problem solved.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like on my way there, just put up a post like, hey, anyone got a truck for sale? I'll just buy a Class 2 and just run it there.
Buy a Class 2, not
And then
borrow
just
one.
sell it before I leave.
Sell it on course.
Yeah.
Sell
I
it
will
on course,
stop.
and then that person can finish.
Yeah. I will
You get to
stop
gate
whenever it
10.
sells.
Get to gate 10, and you're like, it's not mine anymore. No, not my problem.
Yeah.
Do either of you hand build bodies or just use 3D or 3D models? I've scratch built a ton of bodies.
I feel like it's pointless. Why would you hand build it if you can do it a better way that's more symmetrical, better designed, better constructed? Like,
it's true. Why would you?
Once they invented tools, they didn't just still go like
make your own tools.
Use the best tools you have available. If you have a 3D printer available, use that. Seems ridiculous.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless you're Matt and you turn off the lights on Earth Day. So
I haven't done that in a long time.
You did it once, and that's enough.
That was the best day ever. So quiet in here. It's perfect. Just the way I like it.
No.
RC Underdog, thank you very much. I just ordered a 10.3 Bronco in the Horizon sale currently going on. $200 off.
$200 from $499 to $299 for the SCX 10.3 straight axle Bronco.
If I decided to try and run it in Class 1, would the Lexan body be a detriment? No, not at all.
No.
No.
I mean,
you don't get as many scale points, but
right. But at the same,
it shouldn't hurt.
I don't know that it would be very competitive, totally. No. But I feel like you could do a little bit to it and get there. But in the end,
first thing I would do is put 90 mil shocks on and take those 100 mils off there. It doesn't need them.
TRD Adventures. It's going to just throw 2 steering F10 portals on something, some LP high racks and decent winch, and boom, I will have a second C3 with me. Oh, high-low with me. Oh, I feel like we can make this happen. Or we're gonna just Matt and I are just gonna build some sort of C3 there. We're gonna do the tour.
One truck, and we're both going to run it. Yeah.
Tour day TGH and make some phone call. Who's got what with them?
We don't need it to keep it. We just need it for that day.
Yeah. I feel like
6 hours beforehand.
At this point, we should just plan on that anyway. We'll just bring some stuff with us and we'll just make this happen. Like,
yeah.
Let's just make it easy on ourselves.
Yeah, let's not stress about it so much.
Yeah. Let's just stress about it while we're there and destroy the Airbnb dinner table that everyone's trying to have a nice meal at. Move! We're building a truck.
You're like flinging like screws or like flying into people's tacos and stuff. Ow, my teeth.
Got a lock nut in your macaroni.
Some thread lock on your pizza.
Thank you for the check donation, I believe. I'm guessing. What? CZK. I think that's check.
Oh.
Have you tried the scan and sculpt yourself I messaged you about? Oh, you messaged me about the when we talked about the 3D scanner last week.
Yes.
And we were talking about scanning ourselves, which
that'll work on your PC, by the way.
It will work on your PC. Hot tip. But like when I did it, my beard, it basically made me like there's nothing there, you know? So because it's black. So unless I wanted to spray my face with the dry shampoo, we had a bigger. Also,
but girls put that in their hair all the time.
I feel like
give her a go.
I would seriously question the people that do. Nicole being one of them.
Why?
Granted, this one specifically. It's like the cheapest one they make on Amazon. Like I won't use this in the house. Won't do it. It is. I'll paint in the house. You've seen me do it. I will not use that in the house.
Wow. Oh yeah, Thomas Bialzik has an excellent solution. Antique your hair with flour.
That would be easy.
Just do a straight up antiquing. Poof.
But he said he was like, "Hey,
tell you what, next
scan yourself
at regionals when you're asleep. I'll just do it, and then you can wake up and you can just scan your face." Paff.
So, but he's like, "Hey, use this program, and then you can like just add the texture of facial hair right in this program." And it's evidently, I have not tried it because I have spent all of my free time doing Matt's work. But
that's not true. I spent all the time doing your work today.
Right. I did finish Matt's chassis last night for his class
Yay.
1 at 11:30 at night.
That's not it though. It's already out the door.
Yeah, Matt's is already in the post. This one is mine, and they're different looking chassis because of how specific they are to what we're doing. But
they're very Porsche specific.
Yeah, and then our shock towers are going to bolt on separately for a couple of reasons.
Extra points.
No, not in class 1.
Not anymore. Oh.
No, that's fabricated shock towers have to be made out of metal, I believe. But if we have them cut out of laser material, and then weld them or braze them to our rails or to our cage, it could be a thing. I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
It's more for in case I didn't get everything exactly how I wanted, we can modify.
Yes. Excellent.
So,
Perry G, thank you very much. Be a man. Run CCO2s in class 3. I can do that. I'm ready. It's already built.
Make it past just the chalk start line. Like,
that's not true. It's a very capable trail truck.
We're going to start this timer as soon as you cross that line. Just as soon as you cross the
anytime you want to cross that line. Whenever you're ready. Wrapped Graphics, thank you very much. First day of my first holiday in 4 years. Wow. So finishing the morning with a few brews, all right, while watching two fools on the interweb talk about tiny cars.
Success.
That sounds like a good vacation. You don't even have to go anywhere.
Right. I need a vacation.
You could take one in a month.
I know.
And a half.
Right around then.
Yeah. Wild Willie in C3. Put your worst choice.
In the new rules, you have to cross through the gates with your tires in context. So the wheelie of that
you can't jump it.
Can't jump it anymore.
You know what? You're going to get a lot fewer gates this year.
No,
because there were a lot of gates that there were some aerial maneuvers last time.
Yeah, but I cleared some of them because if the gate's in a hard spot and you're up here and you just jump past them, then they're just like, well, I guess you made it through.
Yeah, but you can't do that this year.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It was targeting me.
Yeah, it was. It's the Josh. It's called the Josh. That's why you can't do that.
I learned it from the Colorado guys is the problem. So,
hey, just so you can see it though.
Oh, I haven't seen the transmission yet. Axle mission thing.
And
look at that. So I sent Matt the front drive assembly or front accessory assembly, and you see the fan on there. You can't see it on mine. Rotate, lift, turn. Give me some better lighting. There we go.
Shut up.
That looks great. I like the front drive on there. And then the that rear transaxle transmission assembly is how it'll also mount into things. I think I'm pretty happy.
Here's yours.
Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
We're all done. Those are all done. I can put it and post it in the post.
Good. That will be. I'm looking forward to that little bit. Also, because you're going to get to see how that goes in the chassis before I am.
Yeah.
Unless
I'm very excited about that.
Unless I print one here just quickly so I can see it. Like a mock-up motor.
if you had one of these Bamboo Lab X1 carbons,
You just have it in
you could print it quickly.
12 hours.
Probably less.
Probably so.
Less. I think the whole thing took 22 hours on the Prusa, give or take.
Yes.
You could probably get it done in 9.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mock-up motor for the mock motor. Yeah.
Did Josh keep his notes on yeeting a truck through the gates when winching? Just yeet it through.
Yep.
Well, I like that word. I know it's probably, the kids aren't saying it much anymore, probably.
It's still a good one. It still makes you chuckle.
Excellent. Exactly. Yeet. Thomas Bialczyk, thank you very much. My wife and I are going on vacation in July, heading to Toronto for a week, then California. Prepare your couches, Matt and Josh. Yeah, I'll have a porch, or I'll have a porch for you.
Yeah.
Sleep on
There's
that.
lots of couches right outside my office. There's
Just go right, Rosedale. What is it?
Right along Roseville Road, just
Roseville
littered
Road.
with options.
Tons of places. I'd be careful about the sticky things that are.
I'd bring your own
on the
pillow.
couches. maybe like a big plastic sheet to put over the couch.
Right.
Josh wants to try out the motor. Yeah, you're going to audition it. Okay, quick mail call because I don't have much. I have a thing, I think.
The thing that I did get didn't come in the mail, and also I forgot to bring it home. I realized.
Sick. Great.
Yeah, Eric Baker actually delivered me a set of Hyrax LPs to the office.
Oh, neat.
He called. He's like, "Hey, I have a set." I was like, "Yeah, I could definitely."
Hyrax LPs, eh?
So yes, thanks
That's
to Eric.
the low profile.
2.2 low profile, so 5 1/4 inch tall. 2.2, a little bit narrower, so not nearly as wild as the full size 2.2.
Right on.
But yeah, so much appreciated to Eric.
Perry G said to Thomas, "Bring some skinny jeans for Matt's house and hot pockets for Josh."
I do like
hot pockets. I think we have those here now, but most people would probably be like a pizza pop kind of guy.
Pizza bagel, pizza bites.
No, pizza pop.
Pizza pop.
Don't you have those?
Not that I've ever heard or seen.
Pizza. It's like a pocket. It's like a hot pocket, but it's pizza.
You
don't have those Pillsbury hot pizza pops? I think that's what they're called.
No. Well, I could be wrong. I don't make it to the store often.
You don't do a lot of shopping.
I don't do a lot. Pizza rolls, yes, those for sure. But they're like little things, and they're amazing. Pizza rolls are some of the best.
You don't have those pizza pops?
Never heard of such a thing.
Huh? Maybe it's a Canadian only thing.
Yeah, it must be because I'm not seeing a lot of confirmation.
People are going,
in the chat.
Pizza bites? Pizza bites?
Bagel
No,
bite
goddammit, they're pizza pops.
Pizza rolls.
Totino's pizza rolls or
Totino's. 10 for $10 when I was in college. Just fill that apartment freezer with them. Just go play some Halo. That was the most American classes.
Thing I've heard Matt say. What was that? Pizza cola? No, it's pizza soda. God damn it. All right. So you don't have anything for mail call then? Is that what you're saying?
I'm pretty sure I do not.
All right. Well, I've got a thing. It was the only thing that came this week. Pretty exciting stuff. I don't know if you're ready. Got some shocks for my Blazing Blazer.
Is that Comic Sans?
Yes, it is.
That is some high quality artwork to match the advanced design of those shocks. The engineering skills match the graphic design.
Look, These are an exact replica of what Tamiya made in 1979. So don't knock it.
Wow.
Yeah. They're to replace the shocks that I already had on the Blazing Blazer that were like completely like bleh, like really gross. So I was like, I don't want to rebuild those. I'll just buy a new set of useless shocks because, as we've already determined, these leaf springs on this Blazing Blazer are spot welded together, so they don't move.
They do not move.
Anyway, there's no movement there. None.
Oh.
So, yeah, putting the shocks on there is not going to help.
Yeah, that's an interesting approach to everything.
Comic Sans wasn't around in 1979. Well, no. I mean, neither was rcchannel.com.tw.
I watched an hour-long documentary on fonts, specifically. Also had a section about comics in it. Great documentary.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on YouTube actually.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I'll find it for you. It's actually pretty good.
Maybe
Pretty
Pizza Pops and Hot Pockets are the same thing. No, Jay. Totally different. You haven't lived if you haven't had third-degree burns in your mouth from a pizza pocket. See? Kevin Nugent, you're Canadian. You know it's a pizza pop. Don't call it a pizza pocket.
Bagel bite. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I'm almost 40 years old. How is my mouth still constantly burnt? Like, I swear to God, I don't go 4 days in a row without the inside of my mouth being raw from something I cooked. Or like, and I'm like, oh, my mouth's like, how do I do this twice a week? Like,
how do you do that twice a week?
I don't know.
I mean, although I will say, on occasion, I do burn my mouth on hot coffee, and that's like, it's hot, it's going to be really hot when you put it in your mouth.
I mean, almost all. I still.
Have you ever
it's too hot to hold? But for some reason, I'll just like
You ever burned your mouth so badly that you just instantly like your mouth just opens and the hot liquid just comes back out? Like you take like a big swig and it's like, ha!
No, I just man.
No? Oh, you man it up. Okay. All right.
Cool.
Hobby Room, thank you very much. Do either of you gents know of someone who brush paints for hire? I'm so disgusted with the Lexan interior on my Rift build that I'd rather just hand it off, or possibly an aftermarket interior. You don't have to use brush paints on an interior. You can do it with sprays. It takes a bit more work, but Moose Jaw probably would do it.
When I paint interiors, I use a roller.
I wish I could show you the interior that's in front of me that I did brush paint, but I can't.
Oh, yes. Agreed. Yeah, right.
All right. Well, that was the worst mail call I think we've ever done.
Yeah. No,
I did also get a new 3D printer, the Bamboo Labs X01 Carbon, but it's over there. It's really hard to show you because it's as big as my house.
Yeah. Quite large.
And extremely awesome. This is it's just a clip for like cables. It's a cable clip that you would put under a desk. I printed this in carbon fiber PLA.
Mm-hmm. Why?
It looks like an SLA print. Like it looks that good. It looks like a Shapeways print. That came off the new Bamboo. So that printer is legit.
Excellent. I'm glad you like it.
I do. I like it very much. I was about probably a day or two away from buying a Mark IV Prusa.
Yeah.
And then these guys came a-calling.
See,
I was like, okay, I'll try that out. And now that I have this, I don't think I would do a Mark IV.
2 of the parts I need for my Prusa are still on back order.
So you're going to order a Mark IV?
I don't know. I don't know. I have not decided. But we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Right now,
All
I've
right.
got the second one going. That's good for today. I
Sure.
don't have time to think about it with class 1 going.
It's true, you don't.
I'll think about
Yeah,
it
you don't
when
want to go learning something new. Although this one was plug and play. I literally did nothing other than turn it on and let it do its calibration. It's spectacular.
Yeah. No, and I was so. I'm just lucky to have gotten the other printer when I did. Out of
otherwise
pure coincidence.
Be
Oh
up the
God.
creek.
Otherwise, I'd be. Well, I guess I've got the other Prusa at work. That's nice. So, Brandon's got a Prusa.
RC
Eric,
Journey said worth
Tim.
it over the M Mark III S Plus that I have. If you've already got that, the biggest difference, it's more expensive for the carbon or the X1 carbon, and it's vastly faster. Like, it's crazy fast. It'll also print a lot of weird materials right out of the box because they have a hardened nozzle. Whereas the Prusa, I think, still comes with a brass nozzle, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I changed mine out for the steel Micro Swiss 0.6, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But even like a larger nozzle isn't going to make it fast enough. Like compared to the bandwidth.
No, not compared to the high speed stuff. Agreed.
No.
So.
And the bed is substantially larger. It's 256 cubed on the.
That is nice. Even this new one that I got, that is the Ender 5S1, the bed is not larger. So it's just like, and I haven't. The thing is, I haven't really needed a larger bed on almost anything.
Until you need it.
Until you need it. And if I do more bodies, if I do the next carbon body like I'm thinking, I would do the whole front clip as one still up, and I would need a larger printer.
Yep.
Unless I keep doing them. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Worst mail call ever. Let's get our guest on the show here.
Oh, yes. You're going to ring Richard. We're going to see if my guest setup is working. Last time it did not, and I'm hoping that it has miraculously fixed itself.
Turks and Jerps. Add. Let's see how this goes here. Richard, give us a moment. Give us a moment here to set up everything. Looks like Josh is frozen. Oh, he's back. Okay. So far, so good. I see you, Richard. One moment. One moment.
No, I've got 2 of Matt. That's helpful.
Well, more of me is always better.
There we go. I changed one of them somehow, and I thought it was the other. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
What's up?
Now, I don't know if you were paying attention. You probably weren't because you don't watch the show. But earlier,
I watched every minute of today's. So.
Oh, okay. So you do know that I'm not going to talk to you very much. I might even take my headphones off so I can't hear you, because I want to have stuff to talk about when I see you on Friday.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
I can hear you. That's cool.
Technology.
Nice work, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Yay. All right.
All right.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. How's everything going?
Good. I don't feel well.
Oh, no.
Excellent. That's
yeah. Which kind of don't feel well?
I think I'm dead.
Like in the tummy, or?
Yeah.
Right before Matt's trip.
Before my visit. That's great.
Yeah. Got a cool new disease I can send across the border for you.
The outbreak monkey.
So those of you who don't know, Richard here is also partially good at tiny trucks a little bit. He's not always. What's going on, Josh, you all right?
My audio was messed up on my side. They could hear you. They couldn't hear me. I wasn't looking at that because I was trying to fix everything else.
What are you, new?
I'm good at technology as well.
Okay. Anyways, Richard is quite the builder and has built a number of amazing trucks over the years. We've been friends for 12, 13 years, maybe more.
Yeah, probably 12. Like
12 solid years, maybe 13 soft years. But he's responsible for such things on the internet as Smeagol's Folly, quite the outdoor course in your backyard. And you're a bit of a celebrity in the tiny truck world.
Is that so?
Well, I mean, in my tiny truck
that's what your
world,
Wikipedia
anyway.
says. So.
Please go on.
Please tell me more things about myself.
Is that your latest creation back there behind you? A very brand new Tamiya high lift.
The new for 2007.
That is a high lift.
Tamiya. Yeah, that is a Hilux high lift.
Oh, it's the Hilux. That came later. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Did it?
It was an old,
Which was the first one? The Ford?
F350.
Yeah.
And did the Tundra come next? Then the Tundra.
Tundra was last, yeah.
Was it last?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because the Tundra, that body didn't come out until 07. Anyway, in real life.
Ah, I see how you deduced that.
Second gen.
Yeah. I remember when the F350 came out in like 04, something like that. Had to be around then. No, maybe it was like 05 or 06. Anyway, right, somewhere right in there. It kind of was like, ooh, I like that. I remember looking at it in the computer lab at college, like, ooh.
Yeah, I saw one in a hobby shop, and like one of the first like scale trucks I saw in real life.
I just remember seeing the ads with them showing the shifter on the second stick. Oh, with the gated setup. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Oh, you know what? I can't hold it in any longer. I have a secret to tell. I watched Flying Cars twice today.
Yes!
Success.
Yes!
Success.
Well, you're not alone. I also watched it today.
I did not watch it today, but I watched
This is going to turn into the best episode and best guest we've ever had, because you're the only one, I think, who's watched this stupid movie with us.
Can I tell you that I was just like, oh, I need to watch this again since we're going to have some Flying Cars trivia.
Well, I watched your Scale News update, and I'm like, I have to watch. So I rented it. Just so if someone can head over to my channel and super thank me $3.99, maybe one of you guys or someone else.
Matt and I will split it.
Tell you what, I'll buy you dinner this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, I was expecting that already.
Okay, so you've got notes, so that means you liked it.
No. No. It made me, Matt, obviously, and Josh, I'm sure, I feel embarrassment for others and shame, and that made me curl up and die inside so many times today. I could only watch it in 10-minute blurbs at work. I'd like park for like 10 minutes and watch a little, and then I die. And I had to I skipped ahead.
Go far. So.
Yeah, I had to skip ahead. But then when I got home, I told Lisa about the movie, and she's like, "I want to see it." So we watched it full on the 65
I love
inch.
her already.
While eating tacos.
So, Richard, you say you feel shame and things for others. This is something that for me, it's a big issue. I get embarrassed for others real easy.
Yeah.
You
feel it here.
Socially. Oh my God!
Is that why you feel sick today? Is that what it is?
It could have been. Didn't help. I feel embarrassed that they made that, and I feel so bad. Like
Every time I watch it, it makes me upset for whoever funded that movie. Who gave those people money to make
Now,
that?
let me ask you this:
so
did our
much
friends
better
at Team
second time.
Associated have a part in this? Because there's a lot of product placement.
Lots.
A lot
lots
of product placement.
Okay.
They were the ones who definitely provided the gear, like the RC cars. But I think they provided.
Buddy, that's a $600 truck.
You don't want one of those race
They nailed
cars.
the hobby shop worker. They nailed that.
Oh, yeah.
They nailed
That
they
man-
nailed the hobby shop customer too. The guy who goes,
Oh.
"I'll give you
Change my
$200 for
servo-
it right now."
Like, changed my servo gears.
Yeah.
Yeah, changed the wires. Custom. Or maybe he was telling him to do it, but like, just go ahead, change those servo gears for me, bud. Do people still
give
do
you-
that? It's fine.
Probably, yeah. I'll give you $299 for it right now with the charger.
I think he said 200 for it. I'll give you 200 for it
Give you
right now.
$200 for it with the charger?
This could have been one of Moose Jaw's questions. Now we're just giving him
Well,
you know.
that's fine. But so you didn't find it believable then? Not a believable story for you? Oh, is he frozen? He's frozen.
No. Well, your internet got all silly for a second too, but he is
Did
frozen.
it? Shoot, I hope he comes back.
It kicked me off. I'm back.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. His video
Visually,
hasn't-
you're not.
yeah, we just
you're
got
not
a
back,
freeze
but
frame. of him.
audio, you are.
It's not a whole lot different. It's fine.
Yeah.
What? It's getting hot.
The computer?
the
Getting hot here.
oh
Oh,
Had the
okay.
door shut. Here's
Oh, all right.
once the
Yeah,
we still don't
you're
have I
frozen
don't have
for
video
sure.
of him.
No, neither do I.
Once it does come back, he's just going to be sitting there
Come on.
shirtless. It was hot.
Hold on.
There he is. Hello.
Oh,
Welcome back.
But-
Chibs just sent $5. Here, give the guy his money back. As far as the time spent watching, it's non-refundable.
It's okay.
All right,
I was
I'll
watching
give you-
it work. They
Yeah, he
paid.
was paid for it. So I also, like I said, rewatched it, and on Amazon, I think I got it on Amazon. Yeah, it was on sale, I guess, free to rent,
No. Oh.
but also on sale to buy. So I bought it anyway.
I had bought it
I
originally.
I don't want to
So-
lose
Will you pay
the opportunity to
$9.99
see that.
for it?
I think I paid $15.99 for that movie.
Oh, I think I paid like $4 for it, like $4.30 something cents on sale.
Dang it.
Got a bargain.
All right.
I'll
Well,
keep on the lookout.
the
Yeah,
good news
exactly.
is,
Maybe
Richard,
on Black
I'll have
Friday or
it.
something.
I'll have it on my laptop this weekend so we can watch it again.
You guys can put up a sheet. You get the,
We'll build a fort
Yeah.
as usual.
get yourself a box fan. Make it the fancy style.
This bed is for eating, sleeping, and possibly building a fort.
That's it. Just those three things.
Now,
Richard,
can we
bring,
talk?
bring some tea lights to hang inside there for some.
Oh boy.
I wanted
Okay.
lanterns, not these crappy.
It's okay. It's okay. It's not
Not
movie
these
quality.
stupid string lights.
Yeah, you effing loser. Can we talk about? I felt very. Pardon me. I felt very aggravated when he was wearing like dress clothes and running around in his fancy shoes and like getting sweaty for work and like and then running around in the dust and dirt and like doing like burnouts and getting covered in dust. And
Yeah,
then when he's
standing
running
directly
around,
behind it.
I don't race on tracks, but I could. Don't you think people, I imagine, would get mad if some jerk was running around the track in loafers? On the track on the
Yes.
surface.
Did you
I feel like
Absolutely.
that's a
also-
no-no.
Did you also notice that he would drive it and like off the jump, and then he'd run to the other side so he could
Yeah.
drive it the other way,
You could
rather than-
stand on the stands and just
or even just stay where you were
Turn
and
around.
then drive it back to you.
Or why was when he was learning how to jump the car with Rachel in that like BMX park, why would he jump it once and then she'd run over and go pick it up and bring it back to him? Just drive it. It's an RC car.
She especially should know this.
Wheels always broke off. Oh, it's broken. The wheel fell off. Like he didn't even break it.
The corner marshal holds up the car and the wheel. And he's like, nope.
And he's like, oh.
So you're saying I should get a monster truck?
And I should wear business casual clothes to a race?
But honestly, watching it a second time, I feel like it was more believable.
Okay.
It almost every, like, watching it again, I feel like we've clowned on it so much that I watched it again and I was just like, this is actually a pretty good movie.
It's got love. It's got RC ruining people's lives.
Which happens. I've seen it. I've witnessed it personally.
It's got action, right? There's a lot of jumping and racing.
Nicole wants a divorce now. See what RC has done.
Now, okay. Speaking of divorce, real quick. Did Lisa like it? Did she enjoy watching it? Okay. All right.
She didn't?
All right.
At what point did she decide she didn't? Was it once he turned into...
Not long into it.
Not
the
long.
The acting's not really good. And you know, it was about car racing, which, you know, nobody likes.
The part of it that was like... The part of it that I was like, oh, that's a little unbelievable was when he's in the garage painting the body.
Oh my God, she'd smell it.
And she like comes out, she's like, what are you doing? He's just like...
Dude would be blasted, man.
Oh, God. I'm just like...
It'd be red all over.
Yeah.
Oh, and it says, I'm pointing like you can see. This guy says, Kevin Gonzalez. Can't we agree she was totally underage? Yeah. The what's her name, Brenda? Rachel. She looked like she was 14, and he should have stayed with the brunette anyway.
Oh,
she was way better.
She deserved so much better.
Yeah. That guy was... It's not like he should have stayed with her. She was smart to leave him.
Oh my! But then she almost went. She tried to go back, kind of, and he was like,
"Oh," and he got all.
I want to go back to the party.
She got all wasted, and like they tried to sleep together, and he's like, "No."
I'm like,
for
another
yes.
part of it. I'm
you mean yes?
Like, really?
Like, come on, man, dude. Look, you've got, on the one hand, you've got an RC track lizard of questionable age.
Jumper.
Now, the one part of it that makes me think even more that she could be underage is the fact that when he goes and he climbs through her bedroom window to hang out.
Yeah.
And then she starts changing in front of him. He's like, oh, God. Like, oh, like,
yeah.
Like, he knows. I'm like, oh, like, this is, I could be arrested.
Or when he's texting her before he goes to the big jump competition, and she's like, my dad took my keys. Like, what adult child?
Did he lock her in the cage?
What adult child is getting their keys taken away? Like, you can't go anywhere, young lady. I've got your keys.
I got trucks to sell. And then he drives his Ford Ranger, and he keeps calling it a car. And I know in certain cultures they call everything a car.
Exactly. But, it's fine.
But because the guy offered me $300 for parts, that would be a $15,000 truck in Ohio. With a blown head gasket.
Listen, this movie was filmed 10 years ago. So
no. Even now. Yeah, that's a 2019 movie.
Was it really?
Yeah, man. So it was right. It was right before we started this show.
Okay.
That it came out.
It was so much better before.
Then why was he using a Hero 3? Like.
Yeah,
because
he was a professional video editor.
Well, I guess he couldn't afford, like he's still borrowing money to get a basic radiator fix done from his struggling artist girlfriend. I guess a new GoPro Hero.
She was a kindergarten teacher and a budding musician, and she had more money than he did.
Apparently,
with his full-time editing job, and she got him the job.
She actually wrote some of the songs in there. Like, she was a real
she was a real artist. Yeah.
Ooh. Is that one?
That was her big
one of the
break.
Ones you want to have on the wrote songs for this movie. Oh, really? Let's go check that. Ugh. Dale
Hey, man,
C. Thank you.
her songs
Still
were
on
good.
Amazon. $1.50 off. It's labeled as drama, adventure, action, and romance.
It's all of those things.
Romance.
My heart was going.
It's all of those things.
It might be my sickness too that caused that.
Have we confirmed if she was even 18? I think the actress.
They never
definitely
mentioned.
was, but they
Nope,
didn't.
never mentions.
You know, and they often actresses and actors play high school kids when they're clearly in their mid-20s. So I feel like it was a point that they were trying to put in. Crawler
Moose
baller.
Jaw-
Is this conversation really happening?
Yeah, and I can. You know how I know that it's really happening? By my viewership, which is tanked.
Mine's gone up.
Oh, interesting. Moose Jaw is correct though. Rachel, the actress who plays Rachel, was also in a Hunger Games movie.
Oh, that seems. She looked familiar, but I don't know if she just resembled someone else.
She was tribute. She was tribute.
They're all tributes.
Well, not everybody in the movie.
Well, I
Not
mean,
all of them were tributes.
Right.
All right. The actress was 23. That doesn't mean anything.
T. Ham says
It was
the actress
like
was 19
23.
when the movie was shot. So
2019 when the movie was shot. Yeah.
no, she was 19 when the movie was shot.
Oh, true enough. Okay.
Because the movie didn't
All
come
right.
out for quite a while. So
Yeah, 2019.
no, like after it was shot.
No, what? Josh,
Yes. I'm
you don't
telling
know
you
anything
this.
about movies. It goes
Movie like
directly from
that-
the camera to the video.
No,
That's
just
it.
plug
like
the
that
HDMI
took
cord
a
in.
long time to cut. That they were working on.
Oh
that
my
for
God.
years.
They reshoots guaranteed. There were tons
No,
of reshoots.
There were no
because-
reshoots. I'll tell you why. Because
That was
every
first take on
scene she had a water or stain on her shirt, and they didn't reshoot. They just rolled it every time she was drinking a big gulp. She had, and there was a continuity error. When he was jumping the house, he had a chalk line down the middle, and then
That's
on the
right,
big
I saw
jump,
that too.
He had the two.
There were two lines.
Oh.
So that was a reshoot because they
She pulled in.
probably busted the car
Yeah,
and they had
Or
to
they-
redo it another day.
got kicked out of the neighborhood or something.
Yeah.
The
Stop.
neighbor was like, "Nah, not today." He had all those old cars and stuff. Tell me more about those.
It's so good. Thank you for watching it. It does make this. It's nice to be able to share it for once because not many people have gone ahead and watched it since their.
I'm
initial-
watching it again, maybe tonight.
I
I've
watched
got-
it again today.
Carbon rails to swap over, so I'm just going to go ahead and watch it again.
Richard, what trucks are you bringing this weekend?
Phoenix.
Yes.
That's
The
it,
one from the
probably.
challenge or a different one?
Yeah, the challenge.
Yeah.
I just got a string on it. I'm gonna pull it around. Just that checker painted portal.
Oh, the
'Cause I
Vans
think
one.
it's gonna rain a little. So
Oh yeah.
that truck works, and it's easy to haul.
I
Yeah,
agree.
there's
That's what I'll be
that.
bringing too. I'm bringing my Phoenix and maybe a TRX4 for some inside play.
And all the mirrors broke off my Suburban because she crashed into them.
I did
Wow.
watch that video, and that seemed to happen frequently. Lisa's new to the RC world, though, right?
She
You
had
know
fun,
what
though.
though?
She liked it.
Yeah,
I'm
I know,
Her
and
idea.
Hey,
the fact
good
that
for
you've
you.
got a lady friend that plays with RC cars and doesn't just make fun of them is really great.
If I raced, she probably would.
Yeah, I mean,
Did distance jumping. You could be the best jumper.
yeah.
And if a clown with an RC car showed up to my dirt jumps, my trails, my BMX trails, he would get
Nerd.
yeah. Then like
Get
she
us.
called the BMX guys nerds. Like you won't be like these nerds. I mean,
that's how you get beat up. Don't say stuff like that.
What would happen if you just jumped and landed in the flat? Like probably
Yeah.
bust a rim. Like
you'd
exactly.
probably break your wrist more than anything. I'll be busting my wrist.
Oh,
So what? Do you have any projects on the go? Anything you care for sharing today?
Just that high lift. I mean, I could grab it. It's pretty.
Yeah,
shiny.
bring it over here. Let's see it.
I've only seen Richard working on FMS trucks at this point. Like
Well, because they're
Blazers.
the only people who give me stuff. That's how it works. I can't even get emails returned by other people. So
Oh, sorry about that.
yeah,
I'm
Josh
super busy.
Keep up the
sucks
good
at
work.
emails.
so that's Toyota Cement.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
nice.
It's gonna have stripes.
Does the bed
I'm
go up
doing
and
it.
like spin?
Nah, not into that stuff.
No. Okay.
That stuff is.
Look at that.
dumb.
Look at that.
Look at those shiny
Oh, look at those axles. Oh, it's just-
wow.
Hard
I
to
like
tell
the-
it's an RC. If you weren't standing there.
The separate little diff cover that just goes on there. So I was thinking about, first of all, lowering. See if someone makes a lowering kit for the skid plate to get it down.
Maybe just another skid plate for the skid plate. Like,
Yeah.
just
And it could like drag dirt, it could be like a scraper.
earth mover. Perfect. Yeah. So
Spazek says that's a nice looking TF3. It's got about, not gonna lie, a lot of the same technology as a TF3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very, very similar.
Same bell crank steering.
TF3's got one less gear. Same steering.
About the
axles
same
aren't
level
quite
of
as-
performance.
Axles aren't quite as strong on the TF3.
And like this body, when you're screwing in the marker lights on the side, the screws to me it provides actually fit the housings. And the RC
Oh.
4-wheel drive ones always like split it open, and you can't get them started because they don't care.
Yeah.
It
was hard
Their
to copy
engineers
that part.
haven't found
It
that
was-
part yet.
Yeah, so you're building that factory box stock, huh?
Yeah, just like every little intricacy that they want, every stupid. Like I didn't fill any of the holes in the side and the rockers. I'm doing it just like God intended. And,
Now, did you
I-
lock or unlock the diffs?
I did lock them, and
You
I
did
took
put-
one leaf out, so it has like
Oh.
four.
Thought you were
Flex.
purist.
I
Now,
wanted to crawl, but I didn't chino mod them. Like, they're gonna be
I wanted to crawl, but not really.
yeah.
So-
Those are original flat irons on there too.
Oh wow,
holy cow.
G8.
were they G8? Was G8? Did
Yeah.
it exist then?
Yeah, they
That
were
was
like- I
the
think it
only
was the first.
compound. Yeah.
Well, they had the kit because of SEX10 kit, and
Yeah.
these were
Yes.
the ones you could get. I think it was G8.
Aftermarket. That's
Right.
amazing.
Yeah.
I
No,
had
it was.
them the whole.
Wasn't it M2 back then?
I've had it my whole career.
M2 was the good compound back then. I thought. I don't remember. Who knows? This is pointless.
For
Tires
those of
from
you who don't
13
know,
years ago.
for those of you who don't know, the way to lock and unlock the diffs on a high lift is you actually, I think you just put an M2
Set pin.
pin in the thing.
You can do it right from the front of the axle with it all assembled. Just,
You got to
Yeah.
take that cool diff cover
Take
off,
the
though,
diff
but
cover off.
exactly.
To get at
The
it.
little rubber plug.
Selectable diffs eventually.
Uh,
Well, they're selectable.
Locked
There's
and
no
unlocked.
time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's no time requirement.
Right.
it's a good climbing car,
Yeah,
It's a
as
good
they
trail
say in
truck.
China.
and you know what?
because-
It's stood it's worthy of being copied by that. What's it, HG or
Yeah.
is it
Oh, it's
P-
it's
it-
the
one
HG
who-
model?
PL
It's- they
2442.
make a camouflage one.
They
Call
do.
it like the Middle East paint scheme or something like that,
Sick.
like Desert Warfare or some kind of.
They also have a Bruiser knockoff
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Like
they did
400
that one
bucks.
first. Yeah,
Yeah. They're like, that one worked out so well. We should copy this high lift. That one was also really good. Yeah, good call, guys.
That's an excellent idea. We're going to sell literally dozens of these.
Are they the same people who made that Hummer, the H1 that you had, Matt?
Yes. That was HG Model. I don't know if that's the same company, but probably.
Most likely.
A subsidiary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's their high-end line.
Division of Mr. Sparkle.
Yeah, where did you? Oh, did you get that from Bang Gang?
Yes, the Bang Gang sent me.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the correct way to say that? Yes.
Yeah.
I had to think about that for a moment. Bang Good sent me that one. Yeah. I still get a lot of requests for like, so what are you doing with it now? I don't know.
It's at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
It's right next to Richard's FJ55 scratch build.
Yeah. Oh, I got a mail call.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Bring it on. Let's. Oh, nice. All right, work socks.
2 packs.
Josh's color.
I got 2 new packs yesterday.
These were warranted. I got these for free.
Get out of here.
Yeah, they replace them. You send them in, and they wear out, and they give you a voucher to buy new ones.
That's
it
incredible.
Only costs me postage. Yeah, just postage. $27.
That's a good
Made
deal.
in Vermont. I only have 2 pairs of work socks. I wear them every other day for a year.
That's quite the subscription. Did you have to send in the warranty card initially? Because I feel like that's where I would have an issue.
Yeah,
nope,
Josh doesn't know how to fill in.
Send the socks in.
Well, yeah, because obviously, like, Josh, come on, you don't need to send a warranty card in for something you're sending back like that. They know who made them. They did. Stupid idiot. I got some socks this week too, but I didn't think they were worthy of mail call. Boy, I was wrong.
Yeah. Mine didn't make it into this room either. I have them on right now if you'd like me to show, but you guys are gonna have to super chat more than that.
Yeah, let's see it. Have you ever done feet? I see there's a lot of jokes. A lot of jokes about OnlyFans. It seems like a very popular joke.
Feet finder.
Only feet. Checkered Past wants to know how often you replace your work boots.
Me?
Yeah.
We wear Red Wings at work, so they last a pretty long time.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So
Red Wings at work?
Whether we get them or not.
Here, I just wear those ironically. Like, hey, look at my work boots.
The Carhartt hats.
Or my steel chainsaw hat. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's awesome. I kind of want to work at your place now. Free boots.
So people who drink Liquid Death, ironic workwear, those are the type of people who ironically wear work clothes.
Liquid Death is not ironic.
It
just tastes good.
Okay, but
armless.
I realized I might as well just make my own carbonated water at home. I don't need to have it shipped from Austria because it's not that different.
Austrian
it's not
water
that different.
It's better water.
It's not that different.
Comes from Austrian water plants. What does he do for a living? Richard, have you caught people up on?
I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Criminal lawyer or just a criminal?
You need a criminal attorney, not a criminal attorney.
Defendant sometimes, and whatever the other one is.
Do you work on contingency?
The judge, maybe. No, money down. I'm unemployed.
Dale C. It's called Only Fee. Here's $2. Let's see them.
Don't show anybody your feet. I've got
my toenail grew back. I lost some of my toenails.
From running?
Yeah.
Are you a runner too now?
Now he's been running for as long as I have.
Yeah,
he's a better runner than me.
Going hard.
Yeah, you go very hard. I've been telling Richard that I'm training for this half marathon, and I'm like, yeah, I'm working up to the 21. I haven't quite gotten past 14 yet. And then one day he messages me and he goes, "Hey, I ran a half marathon this morning."
You'll get there one day, buddy.
And then I ate 2 donuts.
It's like, I've got like, how much older am I? Like 9 years or 8 years or something? 7 years?
7.
7. So, things hurt more for me. I'll get there though. I'm ready. Almost ready.
So
I don't understand running.
you're doing a half? Or you're doing you're doing a half.
No,
so
just a half.
What's your longest run?
It'll be when I get home on this Sunday. I have to do 16 and a half. That'll be my longest run ever.
Let's do it. Let's do it Saturday.
No, you're going to be way faster than me. Forget it.
Yeah. Say to run fast, you got to run slow.
Well, yeah, you do have to pace yourself. That's correct.
And only
Josh
drink 1 beer
doesn't-
per mile.
Only 1 per mile. That's correct.
Well, you've been doing every kilometer, so that's
Yeah,
That's the problem. That's why I'm not doing it right. Okay, well, is there anything else you want to catch us up on? What's the latest from FMS? Anything you can share?
no.
Ah,
I'm not that level of
I'm not
security
I'm not
clearance.
privy to anything anymore.
I
They
see
don't,
a
they don't tell me anything.
comment. Was Richard of age when he and Matt first met? No. It was on a deleted episode to catch a freighter.
How old?
Do you want to play trucks with me?
Why you got that 6-pack Mike's Hard Lemonade?
So I would have been in my 20s.
Yeah,
then.
that's right. Yep. And I would have been in my 30s, probably, then as well. Ish.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe.
Wait, no, I could have been in my 20s as well, actually.
No.
No?
No, young
Okay.
man.
Not our.
Sorry, the math.
I'm-
the math
I'm
doesn't check
hip.
out. I don't know.
I'm
hip. I'm with it. That was I think I came down to see you for the first time. But we've had a lot of really cool get-togethers. We did one with our old buddy Headquake one time. That's where we came up with the dog RC on a napkin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Twice. I think. No, we went.
Were there 2 hangouts?
Yeah, there were 2. And it was so great to see him post. He posted a little.
I
the
know.
other
He
day.
messaged me too. He's like, "Hey, come on out." And I was like, "I can't this week. How about later in the week?" He goes, "No, it's going to be raining." I was like, "Okay." He was right.
that won't
It was. But yeah, I'm going to go out and see him again soon. So I'll make sure to say hi for you.
Awesome.
Is he back into it at all, or is he just still?
I think he's sort of on the, on the loose side of being a part of it.
Yeah,
Still playing with some trucks.
Such a talented guy.
Yeah.
How am I the oldest looking person? I think I have the most gray hair.
I might give you a run for your money now. I've got a lot more.
I wear a hat. You guys can all just wonder. It's starting to come in these days at work. Porsche builds.
Well.
Porsche builds.
It's
Stress
my
is rolling.
Porsche. You Americans.
It's my Porsche. It's pronounced
Check out that
Porsche.
motor.
Yeah, how is
Yeah.
Richard the oldest looking? Because he's the most mature, I think.
Yeah, that could be. I don't know. I've heard you guys' conversations. It's
Shut up.
Manual labor.
only talk
Turn
about
you old
cartoons.
quick.
We
At
don't
the
just talk
lawyer
about that.
place.
Yeah, the lawyer play.
He's the hardest working lawyer ever.
let me a short story about anybody from the Cleveland, Ohio area. There's this jerk lawyer. His name's Tim Misney. I don't know, maybe they've spoofed him online or somewhere, but his thing was like, I'm Tim Misney and I'll make them pay. And so there's all these billboards around like the whole Northeast Ohio, like, and it's just him going like this. And it's just like cropped. So there's a billboard on the like left side of the road and it says, I'm Tim Misney, you know what I do. And then another billboard is just that.
Billboards must be cheaper in Ohio.
Yeah, they're everywhere. It's like every other billboard is his. So either he's like the biggest clown out there.
Yeah.
And everybody, like, nobody takes him serious. They're like, oh, not this guy.
Yeah. Out here, it's Ann Fong. Like, in trouble, call Ann Fong. Like accident, Ann Fong. It's just, it's like a whole, and that's everyone's response in Sacramento Reddit.
When you just go,
I won't answer until I ask Ann Fong. So
we've got what do we have? Diamond and Diamond.
You guys have
We're
Brown
sorry.
Crouppen?
We're sorry.
888-888-888.
If we don't win, we're sorry.
Look, we all can't win all the time, okay?
Yeah.
You know what? Ed, you just stay out of trouble, young man.
They're not a big deal unless they have a fancy phone number. That's the rule. And so
we don't have as many, I guess we do have, we're not as litigious a society probably, so we don't have as many lawyer, like ambulance chaser style firms. But we do have an inordinate number of men who buy gold.
Oh,
watches.
There's a lot. I imagine there's a lot around in Sacramento too.
We have a guy called what's his name? The Cash Man. He gives you money for your gold. Oh yeah.
It's the QVC cash for gold circle.
And he's got he's always like fanning out money. Oh yeah. That's what he does.
Let me
he
ask
buys
you
Rolexes too. Go ahead.
The movie business.
Okay.
So they always use fake money. Usually.
Yeah.
Is that because money costs money, or like they can't legally use money?
That's a good question. I don't think I can give you an answer on that one. I'm sure it's a little bit of both. Like, it's expensive because it's real. So for if they've got like $1 million,
sure.
Yeah.
They're not going to have $1 million there.
But if it's stacked up, you just put a real one on top.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Maybe they just put a real one on top, and then it's just fakes after that.
Yeah. In the movies, they're usually pretty fake. I agree. But now,
like really like super fake. Like
they look
obnoxious.
Yeah. Although, have you seen the fake money you can buy on Amazon? It is shockingly close to real looking.
I think I watched Adam Savage do a thing with that, and he like made it look. He like weathered it and stuff.
Oh, like
God,
he
you guys
was doing
even
like a
watch
prop.
weathering videos not about RC.
Yeah.
Obviously. How else are we going to know how to weather money?
JG Wentworth, 877 cash now.
Anytime your lawyer has cash now in the phone number, probably it's not going to be the best representation.
Yeah, it's
All right, this has gone on long enough.
Yeah,
because we haven't talked at all about RCs tonight, which is great. Give us lots to talk about when I see you.
Whole movie about RCs. But...
I mean, you're all missing out if you have not. I'm sorry if we gave too much away, but you're going to need flying cars after this.
Yeah, Flying Cars 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, I'm sorry to make up the car again. So do you think? So when do you think there'll be a second one?
Obviously, there's going to be a second one because
And
he's slowly
he lost
made
his
enough
job.
money back. Yep, he got fired.
Wow.
He gave away the car, though.
He left his house. He gave away the car. Yeah, he gave it to the kid. He goes, "Here's
Neighbor
a broken car."
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, how would you get the attention of a youth? Would you just go, "Hey, hey," or
just throw rocks at him?
or would you throw a magazine at them?
Throw a magazine.
Yeah. The upkeep of
That's what
that
I would
house
do.
also made me die inside the yard.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah, well,
yeah.
You know, it was a rented house, obviously. And so
Yeah.
California, you know, that house is still going to be $2,500 a month, you know, at least. So you're not going to pay that much and upkeep. Like, you do it. You take
Yeah.
care of it. But I guess Flying Cars 2 could be the kid.
Oh,
Right, because he's
and
got
the
the
car
car
always
now.
broke. The car always broke the front, like A arm or like
Front passenger
front
AR.
wheel. It was like
So-
the same.
Something that could
Yeah.
hang.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was never a
That's right.
strip
Broke.
spur gear.
And I think they like loosened a screw on the wing and kind of lifted it. Oh, But, like,
you know that they were
you could
making those
fix the part.
modifications with an L wrench, just like they're on set. All that.
I love
Yeah,
that he wanted his money back. Like, no, this car's broken. I want my money back. Like, you've never purchased anything in
give me
your
the
life
replacement
before.
part. He doesn't tell him what part.
How much for the part? Like, well,
What?
let me get out the exploded view of the manual here.
If you didn't tell me, can you fix?
$3.
Can you get parts for my Nico or whatever you brought in? But then
Wanted to see if
When-
they have a battery for this. No radio. Just-
No, he had the radio. He had the radio and the car,
he had the-
just no
the
battery.
controller. He had the
Yeah.
controller. And I should have wrote this down. I mean, my head was a buzz. When he crashes the first time, he's like, "Anybody got a car? Just fix the broken part." Just fix-
like, no,
and she
someone
had
else.
the same buggy. Take her part. He'll let me borrow a
But-
truck if you can use my motor. Just
And-
put.
It's clear they
Like
knew
one
that
car.
because later on, after that same scene, after he breaks her car,
Yeah.
there's a guy at the track who says, "Girl, if you want to still race, you can use my car if you have a motor."
Yeah,
Use
you
my
said to use
old
your
one.
motor.
Yeah, your motor.
Like,
It would have been like
that's
a
the
world
only
record.
thing.
It was like 80 feet. I feel like a world record would be like 400 feet.
Yeah. Like, they didn't even have any idea how far it would be possible for them to jump.
And he was the only one. There was nobody else there.
No, he was the last to go, and there were only
Oh.
3.
Doc
I-
Buggy was about to be the world record car. His RTR buggy on a 2S.
It didn't even look. Yeah, it was like 2S. It didn't even look like it was going 4 or 6S fast.
But hers was like 10 miles per hour faster. But the only part that actually made me laugh and not out of embarrassment or just cringe was when he's like, and Rachel so and so is his girlfriend, and he's like, not my girlfriend, and then like, then the announcer was like, he's like, no, I'm engaged, and he's like, sorry, ladies, he's engaged, or something like that. That made me laugh.
Like, no one cares. Shut up.
This dapper young man clearly has never been to an RC track before. In his dress pants.
Just sliding around in his fancy shoes.
And then they go, spoiler again, sorry. Towards the end, he goes back and he sees her, and she's standing on the track driving.
Yeah.
Like, she's an experienced. The stand is right there.
You can't see everything. Once again, I've never used a track. I don't know etiquette, but I feel like if you don't stand in the middle.
I feel like even when racers go to test around, they don't just stand
They still
in turn one.
go. They go to the place where they get a full vantage point where they can repeatably see the whole track. They don't
From the
just go
parking
down.
lot. They're jumping a cardboard box in the parking lot of the RC track by the Porta Johns, of all things, in California heat.
Yeah, it's going to be ripe. I've been to these RC events. They usually want to put those away from people.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We've been to some
guys
events where they're right in the middle of the event.
Team K and K. You remember those ones?
Like, you guys eat
Oh,
way too
downwind.
much chili for this. Like,
It was hot.
Well,
and
you don't use
steamy.
you don't use the toilet for 3 days after eating the chili, and then then you go a lot.
like
Is that because
a lot of
There's
those
that
guys
cheese.
go to an
It's the
RC?
cheese.
all the
I've got
cheese?
an RC
Yeah, it's the
I got an
cheese.
RC event in a few days. I better wait.
I'll eat a pound of Colby Jack.
Just better eat a plug. Then I can pile on some of this chicken fried steak and gravy. Just head to the RC event in a couple of days.
I know. Dip it in some sweet tea.
Oh, brother. Oh, my gosh. Dale C., thank you very much. Have you been asked to make another gasket video? Who's making gasket videos? Did I ever have to do that?
You did, for some reason. Why did that come up with the Mad video? I don't remember how we got into the gasket
I
thing,
don't
but it was
remember
something about when you'd made the Mad video. You had made like a PSA for Mad.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
And then
Right.
it happened to be the gasket.
Oh, this is right. I remember now. Filmmaking, I understand.
Films. Perry G,
Films.
thank you. The sequel to Flying Cars will soon be driving planes.
Driving planes.
Driving.
Yeah.
I think
The sequel
I think-
will be driving
I think that's the
planes.
spin-off after the trilogy. Then we'll see the
What about like
set in the year
if we've
3000.
used so then no, it wouldn't be. The next one's gonna be, oh man, I don't know how we can do this. Sailing, because I want to do like sailing planes and then flying boats.
We've already used flying.
Oh yeah, right. So driving boats, sailing
Taxi?
planes,
No. Taxi? What else do they do?
crawling
Soaring?
boats. That's
Soaring.
good. There you go.
Yeah.
Crawling
we-
boats.
Make a crawling video.
Oh my god.
It's like a parody, like a short.
As bad as
That
Flying
would
Cars
be-
was, making a movie about RC cars that go even slower
Slower.
could be the
Oh my
worst movie
You could be
ever
the
made.
slowest driver in the world.
You can't just jump your car through gates. You want to be you want to be a big
All the
crawler or
wheels have
not?
to be down. All the wheels have to be down.
You don't be like one of those idiots who just rolls their car all over. You got to
The
add
scene-
scene.
The scene where the tire comes off and he's holding it up. It would be your line or your judge, your course judge. He'd be holding up the clock and his clipboard.
Like,
The hot dog. You don't want to be like those jerks that go 80 miles per hour. I go slow.
they don't
You
know what
dress
scale
fancy.
is.
You dress
You don't-
fancy. You have to drive fancy, and you just like it's like skateboarding.
The jump cuts between the concentrated face, the fine hand movements,
All the comp stance.
the winch hook going onto the stick.
Yeah, you could be the
$20
best
servo
wincher.
exploding.
Think of the tension though. You get down to the last few seconds on your comp course, and it's like you're only at gate 4. That'd be so good.
My scale
well-
accessories fell off. You didn't use glue and glaze. Ah.
Shut up, man. I used it actually. I used JB Weld on everything this time.
The comedy of the slow pull of the winch line.
The camera's like
You can-
shaking. It's got the
Right, and you keep cutting between like his face and the winch line and his face and the winch line. And then you pull out to a wide shot and it's just going
all to the stick.
It's like the Ice Road Truckers dramatic, like the music,
Or the drag race with the street outlaws. It's a 45-second race that is only 3.5 seconds long. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we've nailed it. Now we know we've given them the ideas.
I know. We can't help ourselves. This movie just
perfect.
has a hold on us.
It's true. Richard, thank you so
thank
much
you,
for
thank
joining
you.
us tonight. This has been a lot of fun. And I'm so glad you watched it because it really did give us a lot. Oh, I know. We could easily, we could have you back and we could talk about it some more.
Yeah. If you want to lower those numbers, bring me back.
Thanks for hanging out tonight, Richard.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you in the afternoon on Friday.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks
Bye.
for joining.
Bye for now.
Oh,
Amazing.
that was the best.
I love having Richard on this show. I had no idea he'd watched it. He's like, he kept it in.
Oh, couldn't hold it in any longer. Best surprise ever.
So amazing. That's so great. Man.
Yelling instructions at Matt. It's been I'm
trying, man. That would be the best.
I mean,
it would
anything,
be.
It's actually the 8-year-old girl who's the star. Matt is that hobby shop customer. He's like, just change the gears in my servo. Like,
yeah, if you're gonna winch, you gotta make sure you got the right gears. Just say like complete stupid nonsense.
just go on Facebook and read that. What you have here is
Got my got the desert lizards all fired up, ready to go.
The camber in these axles is supposed to be there.
I overdrove the motor plate. It's got overdrive. Sam's Garage. Hey, Shannon, how are you? Thank you very much. The Crawler movie has to use Matt's line. Is that bedroll big enough too?
What's the proper etiquette here? Should I be streaming both pages at the same time? I don't want to play favorites here.
Yes.
I haven't seen
that is
this,
the proper etiquette.
I haven't seen this too geek to be chic username in here
Oh,
before.
no,
And
that's
for
new.
one,
I've never seen that one
fantastic
before.
username.
Yep.
And what great comment. Thank you. Well,
That's amazing.
We've got so much going on. You've got a weekend away, so that you've got so much work to do. Your chassis.
Yeah. I mean, I'm waiting on stuff, so
Yeah.
I'll just have a couple of late nights.
Yeah. I'm
Just a couple.
getting nervous.
Don't be nervous.
Fish built. Thank you, Richard. I watched the movie. It sucks, but we should talk about it for an hour. Man, I love this show. Thank you both.
It's true. It does suck. It's a sucky movie, and it's not good, but it's also very good. There's
tell you
so
what,
much wrong with it.
Watching it a second time, like I watch movies constantly while I'm working in here. Like that's what I put movies on. Movies I've seen 100 times. Like some of my favorite. I rewatch movies over and over and over. Nicole hates it. She goes, "Can't we watch something new?" Nope.
No.
Let's watch this one again. And I turned that one on, and I stopped working on things. I was just like I know what happens, but I was just watching.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't not look away.
He comes to her door, like the little sister aunt, who is very young. So there's either a huge age gap there, or she is again.
Well, and what mom? Question mark.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
In the text, what mom? So who's that little girl? How long ago did mom leave?
Yeah.
Dad took my keys, so I can't leave the house. Just leave the door unlocked. You live in the middle of nowhere. Who cares?
Or
And you don't have anything worth stealing there, obviously.
she's young enough to be irresponsible enough to just leave the hobby shop that she was left there to man.
Yep. And she left that
And then-
little girl at home by herself.
Yeah. And then evidently, she goes all the way to this strange dude's house. Her dad has to pick her up on his street.
He had to pick me up on the street.
On your street. Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually where people would get picked up.
I'm like, okay.
What, like not her driveway?
Is that a tell of having anxiety? I've heard that before. Like that's like watching the same show or same movies over and over is like a tell of anxiety. Do you know that?
I've never heard
Because
that.
it's like a comfort thing. Like you know what's going to happen. That's why you do it.
Richard's in the chat. Maybe she wanted Drew to be her new dad. and then the fiance could be her new mom. It's perfect.
Yep.
That's amazing.
I'm s-
Yes, we both have a lot of work to do. Funny story, though. We both took 24 hours away from ourselves this weekend and did a 24 hours of mayhem.
Yes, we did.
Quickly knocked that out.
So
When are we going to show those, do you think?
well,
I've got a lot of editing to do.
I've got a lot of editing. I don't know how in just 24 hours I could film as much as I did. Yeah.
Sounds like a
but-
24-hour long video.
Jesus, I don't know what. Well, I got my M50 back, so I was just like,
Oh, nice.
and using it. I was just like, I love this camera so much, so I just kept filming.
Good for you.
Yeah, and then last
I
night,
didn't film very much, if I'm honest. I don't think I filmed at all. I barely remember turning the camera on.
and
It's going to be a short video.
I tried a bunch of new things. I wasted a bunch of time on some stuff that I shouldn't have,
Oh,
and
boy.
had some failures for. I wouldn't say the first time, but a failure so bad that it's going to be a bit of an embarrassment.
Oh.
Mhm.
All right.
Uh-huh.
I look forward to that.
Yeah. Not good.
I didn't to be totally fair, I didn't do very much.
I
I slept
did
a lot. I went
not.
for a 13-kilometer run. But
Nicole,
I think it looks pretty good.
I, like you can imagine, spent a bunch of time on details that really can't be seen or engineered well.
Right. Good.
Who'd have guessed it? So, yeah.
13K, that's like 2 miles. A little bit more.
You got to divide it by 25.4, something like that.
How many miles is that? Hang on.
Jeremiah Salberg, thank you. I'm staring at my SCX10 in a scale fab MOS mount. Do I just buy 10.2 and 10.2 links and finish it up? Scalar fab servo on axle. I don't know that combination of parts and how that would work. If you go with 10.2 axles and links, if you have the servo and axle mount for that, for 10.2s, then you need to make it a 4-link front. So you're going to need a kind of a special link kit or an additional link at the very least, as well as different. It's about 8 miles.
It's 8 miles, yeah.
And
8 miles.
so you got to mom spaghetti. So yeah, you got a bit of a thing there. So I don't know about all the parts. You have to thing there. But yeah. Let's see.
I think these old flapping lips just came up with a great mayhem challenge for us. Idea for
Really?
a new, he called it a showdown, but let's call it a mayhem.
Yeah.
Build Piper Cubs and then drag race them, but without the wing. Just tail and rudder.
I don't hate that at all.
I kind of like that idea. But you'd also have to replace the landing gear with actual, like, like axles. Put axles under it. And then not only do you drag race it, but you got to crawl with it too. Just more throttle. It's got potential.
Josh, did I get a 64 for 100 off today? No. I'm waiting to see what's going on exactly with the big wheels, the 26ers, 26ers. And they also are working on a Caprice, I believe that they said.
Like Caprice Classic?
I believe so.
Like Cop Car?
I don't know what
those
year.
Ones?
Can't remember if it was a Caprice or whatever. They said it in their live today that they said they've been open about discussing. So I'm just like, either way, I will have a red cat of some sort with donk. I just got to find out what's going to be appropriate. It's either going to be a G body or it's going to be possibly this new thing that they may be working on. Either way, I will end up with one and applaud them for their efforts supporting the big wheel community. Cutlass, maybe? It could be. I don't know. I don't know which one what it is. So, Josh, have you ever seen Real Civil Engineer channel on YouTube? Does simulator game? Yes, I have watched his quite a bit. His gaming videos as well. Yep.
76 Caprice, says Craig Thompson, who owns a hobby shop. So
excellent. 76 Caprice. Is Craig Thompson's Scale Builders Workshop on Instagram?
Yeah. That's
okay.
Right.
I thought I remembered his name. I know his Instagram. He gives me some cool little tips from time to time on communications that he gets as a hobby shop. It's helpful.
Yeah.
76 Caprice, he said.
That's what he said.
Okay. I'm 100% in.
Oh, you like that one, do you?
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, I didn't even have to type it. Donk was already in there. Ooh, yes. Heck
I'm
yeah.
1,000% in.
That's right up your weirdo alley.
I'm so excited.
I have a question. Rebecca and I have booked a trip to Ireland, and you fly there, and then you mostly drive around. Because it's easy. The rail service is not as good there, and it's not big enough to have flights and stuff. For the most part. I'm sure they have inter-country flights, but whatever. We're going to be driving, and as you may know or may not know, you drive on the other side of the road there.
Okay.
So my question is, to prepare myself, do you know of a game?
Euro Truck Simulator.
Yeah, but I don't want to drive a truck. I want to drive a car.
Great question. I mean,
I guess I could just practice.
Just mirror your screen on in the NVIDIA and just go play some GTA.
Yeah.
So,
or BeamNG, I guess. I need to have traffic. So I need to know. And it'll be manual too, so the shifter's going to be over here.
Forza Horizon, Hot Boy Racing says. That'll give you the traffic and some real. So I was the funny thing. Another YouTube channel I watched, the Spiffing Brit. He has a video on Euro Truck Simulator that I happened to be watching yesterday, and in that, as you go from one area of Europe to another, you go from left to right, and in the game, he's doing. And I'm just oh god, I'm like, oh, that looks difficult. This area you're on the left, this area on the right. Burnout
would be
old
very
school.
challenging.
Burnout was a great game.
I remember that game. Yeah.
Wreckfest.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah.
So
that's amazing. Yeah. DLC said the same thing. You need traffic. Join us on Wreckfest.
Yeah, that's
great.
It's going to be a fun trip for you, though. I'm not going to tell them.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be super mad at me for not taking her.
I'll tell her. I'll let her know.
Moose Jaw tonight, or is it F1 time almost? Moose Jaw had said in our group chat today that he hadn't even had time to rewatch Flying Cars.
Yeah, he's not ready.
He was not ready. He's been busy.
Let's be honest. We've had enough flying cars talk tonight already.
Yeah. So get ready for it to come another week again.
Yeah. It's so good. When are we going to have... Let's go back to that for a second, though. When are we going to have this Mayhem come out? Because it should be soon.
Yeah, I think I could probably hammer on editing that. I think tonight I'm going to work... Yeah.
Next week. Okay.
Yeah. I think tonight I'm going to work on hammering out the chassis swap on my Class 1.
Excellent.
And then I
got notification. Speaking of chassis replacements, I got notification from Horizon today that all of my upgrade parts for the SCX10 Pro shipped.
Oh, excellent.
So carbon chassis rails coming for that. A couple of other carbon bits, brass, all the bits. So another piece of the Class 2 puzzle.
For Class 2, like I do have my SCX Pro here. The problem is like my normal truck that I would drive, Class 2-esque, I've got built for my local stuff, and we've got another series starting for that this weekend. So I'm so torn. Like I don't want to take that truck and turn it into my actual Class 2.
You don't want to wreck it.
I like to be.
You like to go into that concourse strong. Concourse event strong.
No. I'm not talking about like visual outside appearance. I'm like all the changes that I would need to point out a truck to take to an event like the Sorka. I want it stripped down. You know.
Well, but wouldn't it be better for you to practice with a truck that is the comp truck? In terms of all the points and everything, so
but that wouldn't
dial
be as
in your
competitive
driving
here.
experience. But who cares? Get better with the one that has to be the one you're going to be driving with.
No, I just like to have all of us at work compete at this, and if I handicap myself and get beat, then I have to hear about it when I go to work.
But you probably hear about it already.
I don't normally lose. I lost last time because I was using the Hotboy radio. And things went poorly. So,
shocker.
The Hotboy radio, as things started to get to
when they get tense,
stressful times, not the radio to have. It's
when things get hot, boy, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you can't.
These things write themselves.
So, good stuff. That is that's what we
what
got going
about
on
that Horizon Hobby Spring Sale? Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier on. But yeah, there's some deals to be had there if you're looking to buy
SCX-10 builders kit, SCX-10 Bronco
builders. Yeah, they're closing those out, man.
Yeah,
$200 off the Bronco. That's nuts.
I'm guessing that those have been the worst seller of the SCX-10 line. My guess is that you will not see that around for the long run.
I don't think there's a lot of love for that Bronco.
Nope.
I wonder if it's the colors they chose. Or
I think the colors are good. I just think that it I don't know. I think that people do like the portals. It was more expensive than the options that did have portals, which is odd. Bronco is sold out already. Oh, that's good for them.
Wow.
I don't think that people appreciated the styling. Should have been a two-door Bronco. It was a two-door Bronco.
It was a two-door.
It had a nice deep interior with the cage. I just don't think people understood the value that added to it to try and make it. So, yeah.
Rift is on sale too. That's right. Yeah. There's some good deals to be had for sure.
Yep. So,
Moose Jaw and Mrs. Moose Jaw are going to be watching Flying Cars this weekend.
Nice. Sorry.
Excellent. Don't say sorry yet. She might really like it.
She could.
Although her lawyer side of her might be like, this girl's too young.
I have questions. Family law.
Brian Harrison, thank you very much. Picked up the latest Hot Boy radio, going to fly a glider with it. that seems like a reasonable opportunity to use that radio.
So you put throttle on the.
It's a glider, dude.
Oh, it's a glider, so you don't have throttle. Okay.
Yeah.
So you put your elevators on that, and then your ailerons on. Seems like works. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I feel like
Derek
the
Bell,
lack of the up down on this would make it like
I'd want to, because you'd want to flick it.
You'd want to
like,
pull back. Climb.
Too low. Pull up. Pull up. I'm trying. Derek Bell, are you two not fans of the Rift? I like the Rift. I just don't have many places to drive it or people to drive it with. It's very single purpose, and I think with vehicles like that, it's hard to get a following. I think most people take those to like an Axial Fest event and have a great time because there's like 40 others all doing the same thing. They did it at Proline by the Fire as well, I believe. But like in day-to-day operation, it doesn't have a lot of purpose.
It's not a truck I have enjoyed. And not because I think it's not a good truck. It's just not a truck for me.
Right.
Even though it seems like it should be. I loved the Bomber. I loved the Wraith. And I just didn't love it.
I felt like the fact that they made it 4S out of the box, I think made it pretty prone to breaking because it's just too much power.
It should not use it. Yeah. I feel like
3S
maybe
is more than enough.
I think that they overmotored it out of the box.
Yeah.
And not because it can't handle it in some ways. It is prone to breaking certain things. But I feel like it brought in like maybe I just shouldn't even continue my thought.
Just stop talking.
I know. I'm going to say something offensive and not about Axial.
About people, I bet. Don't.
I'm not. I'm done.
Scott Dunlap got first place at Proline by the Fire 2022 with his stock class Rift. I mean,
that's an accomplishment because there's a lot of people at that event.
There were a lot of people at that event. There were a lot.
Yeah, that was an Axial Fest. It's pretty fun to watch the people do the course with them.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It's the timed thing. They stand. It's fun.
I tried to get some pictures and video at Proline last year when they were doing that event.
Too dusty for you.
No, well, my dress shoes were filthy at the end of that day.
My thin tie was just
covered in dirt. I couldn't go to the editing school afterwards. No, it was just like they were flinging stuff constantly. I didn't want to get my lens wrecked.
So yes.
Well, when you spend that kind of money on a lens.
Oh. So
I should have had my GoPro.
I took the Mayhem VS410 out.
Oh, you did?
And just quickly testing because I went from
because you changed motors, right?
I went from a 4100 kV to a 6000, which is, and I'm still running it on 4S.
Oh, dude!
And pulled it out into the parking lot, and there's a few of us out there, and parking lot's pretty just normal, and I first I just grabbed it and I just pin it, just, blow the tires off, spin it. It shot a rock back at me and hit me right in the inner thigh. And it felt like I got shot by a pellet gun. I almost dropped my transmitter. And it was so delayed because it was a little ways away from me. God damn it. Oh, it hurt. It hurt. But it rips.
That's a lot of motor.
It does overheat my ESC though pretty quickly.
Shocker.
So I'm gonna have to just do a rip, cool down. I'm gonna go buy a new Milwaukee handheld blower, so I can. I feel feel like
Are
I
you gonna
need
get
that tool for
Are you
this.
gonna get some dry ice and put that into
Oh,
like a
yes.
bag and then shoot that?
Oh,
Formula
I'm in.
One. Formula One.
I'll design that up, print it. I'm so in for that. It's such a good idea.
Oh my god. I'm going to be attempting some more speed with that this year too, because I know that there's a lot more in it. I've got the batteries already. I need to get a new motor. I think Tekin is going to help me pick one out there.
Tell them see if they have a 6,000.
No, I don't need that. I want to actually be able to control it. I like the fact that I have not flipped that car yet, and hopefully
I cannot say the same.
won't be.
I'm hoping that I can go drive it this weekend.
Don't you have other more important things to do right now?
Lots.
You got a whole summer ahead of you. Just relax. You've already won. Just wait until I can catch up to you.
I think I could
and then
do
beat
90.
me. With solid axles, that thing is going to explode. It's
I know
going
it
to
could be
grenade.
spectacular. Can you imagine?
The carnage.
I know. So yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see who's available this weekend. I do have to remachine one part out of carbon bearing.
Just
Change.
finish your comp trucks. Stop it.
Worst project ADD.
Gosh.
Yeah.
It is pretty exciting though. I got to get back to that airstrip. That was like wasted opportunity that time.
I know. Yep. I mean, if we would have been in a normal mayhem where we had the weeks between and we shared information, I could have told you by now, like, you have to, because you were just missing a couple of little things.
Yeah. Good batteries, opinion.
Good batteries, an opinion or two, and you'd been fine.
Yeah. I would have been easily into the 60s. Maybe even more.
You didn't get into the 60s?
I did. I got 62.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus my 5 mile per hour bonus.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'll never forget. And there won't be any Formula One talk because there hasn't been a race for 2.5 weeks. But there is one this weekend,
week
isn't there?
No. Next weekend.
So it's the week of my race. Amazing. Be watching that live.
Yep.
Although I will actually, because the race starts at 7:30 a.m.
Oh yeah, and so China canceled. What event? What was the event was in China? I don't. Oh, is that one that was supposed to be our filler event? I can't remember. So
For what? F1
on the schedule, which would have been the filler for this week, like before when the schedule was. But we have down the strip in Las Vegas instead.
Yeah.
So awesome. I can't wait for that race. The racing, I can imagine, maybe won't be the most incredible, but
no, probably not.
Yeah, we'll see.
China canceled, right?
Yeah. But with that, we should close this one out. We should thank some people first.
Thanks to Richard, of course, for joining us tonight. That was hilarious.
Second of all, thanks to Richard for sure. But first of all, thanks to
for all.
Gunner, get my meat in your mouth, listen. GC Coop 2, TRD Adventures, Patches, Dale C, Crawler Baller, Perry G, Fish Built, Jeremiah Salberg, excuse me.
Thank you to TRD Adventures, RC Underdog, Perry G, Wrapped Graphics, Thomas Bialzik, Hobby Room, Chibs, Dale C, Sam's Garage, and Brian Harrison. Thank you, gents.
We'll see you all next week. Same bat time. We'll see if Moose Jaw is available since they are watching this week. Notes.
Hopefully they are.
Can't wait for this test.
I know it's going to be amazing. Watch tomorrow's What's on the Bench. I go through lots of stuff. A lot of things happening. Yeah.
That's good. And next week we'll have 24-hour mayhem.
Not a single thing to do with weathering. So you might probably want to watch this one. Thanks Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Love you. Bye.
See ya.